Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the News in 5. In this segment, I go through some headlines that I think you might be interested in. And I try and go through them in less than 5 minutes. Well, let's get right into it. Alright ladies and gentlemen, in the first headline I want to chat to you about, it's not really a headline, it's more of a tweet from SABC News, but let's have a look at it. So, Tourism Minister and ANC-NEC member Lindiwe Sisulu says the government needs to set up a department that will ensure that collapsing infrastructure in the country is looked after. I mean, if there was ever a statement that proves that these ministers have no idea what their job is all about. There are already 43 departments to deal with exactly the issue you're talking about. These are the departments that are supposed to make sure that the infrastructure that they have at their disposal does not collapse. So what have you been doing for the last 28 years? It's like procuring consultants in a department where the officials are supposed to do the exact same task. But no, let's just make more departments, get them funded, and of course, we all know where those funds are going. Alright ladies and gentlemen, and in other news, Ramaphosa and Malema, just two Limpopo farmers celebrating in Lesotho. Beef already forgotten, Malema and Ramaphosa hug it out at the inauguration of Lesotho's new Prime Minister. Alright, so the reason why I am bringing this up, ladies and gentlemen, is because, well, pictures speak 1,000 words, don't they? After all, Malema and Cyril want you to believe that they don't like each other, right? Now, some will say that politics is not personal, meaning that whatever they say in Parliament, well, that's in Parliament. Whatever happens in Parliament stays in Parliament, right? With 2024 just over a year away, ladies and gentlemen, even though Julius has expressed that he's not interested in going in a coalition with the ANC, that could change. I mean, after all, we all know how often Julius flip-flops. And let me tell you something, if these guys can go to a party and hug it out, and in a way show that there's really no animosity between each other, then we could be looking at an ANC and EFF coalition. I don't want it. I am not begging for it. I hope it doesn't happen. Please, no.
No! God, please, no! No!
That would be disastrous for South Africa. And as my good friend Cyril or Big Daddy Liberty would say, hashtag politicians are trash. Alright ladies and gentlemen, here's our final headline for the day. Criminals stocking up on guns from police stations in South Africa. Here's what they're taking, and this is some pretty shocking information. 13 South African police stations were robbed between 2019 and 2021, with criminals making off with weapons and ammunition, the South African Police Service says. And there's even a table in this article that shows you the numbers between 2018 and 2021. And as you can see, their stations robbed a total of 13. A total of 78 guns were stolen, and 17 guns were recovered. Arrests, 25, and prosecutions, none. Look, I'm going to say this right off the bat. I know there are good cops in the system, but unfortunately, they're quite rare. What's even crazier to me is the idea that police stations are getting robbed. Like, the victims in these crimes are already armed. They should have their gun right next to them. And yet somehow a robber walks in and says, I want to report a robbery. And the cop's like, all right, what robbery? This one. Give me your gun. Like, it's how does that even happen? Is the cop just like, okay, take it?
It's that easy.
And I know a lot of you are probably thinking it's probably an inside job. Most of them are probably inside jobs, which is why there's no prosecutions. I mean, dockets go missing or evidence goes missing all the time, right? This is the South Africa we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, guys. I know what the problem is. We need a department to make sure that the collapsing infrastructure of SAPS in the country is looked after. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts on these headlines in the comments section below. I'd really like to hear from you, and I do respond to most, if not all, the comments. This is your second reminder to please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and of course, please share it with anybody who you think might find this entertaining or interesting. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.